Okay, this video is just little pointers of what I like to do before I start to skim. I like to prep everything and get everything ready. So when you get a corner like this, I always like to hit one side, and yes, I always tape it. Some guys leave it and there's a gap because yeah, the trim will cover it, but still, regardless, I like to do a nice good coat on either side. Now for in linen closets, since I run the angle box, I always like to hit these sides all by hand. Kind of like you're doing a three-way, right? So you do your three-way, 1, 2, 3, and then you're not cutting into each side of your corner. So when I'm pulling my angle box, I only have to worry about just this space. Same with in this one too. Exact same thing. I hit one side. Now up here, I treat it again like a three-way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Anywhere where the angle box is not going to be able to hit, I'll hit it. Also, after I've run my first box, I always like to go over, double check everything. Like right here, this is me leveling something out, making it look a little bit more flush because of the truss that are up here. So I brought it out just a bit. Now, when it comes to doing things like this, where the bead starts running in, and no, I did not put on this bead. This is sometimes how I gotta deal with it. So, give me a second. There's a couple of them. I'm gonna jump down off the stilts. And I'm gonna show you guys what I usually do. Sometimes I take off the bead. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm able to stick a couple more screws into the bead to get it to go back in. So, almost done here. Okay, let's get my trusty task curve trowel, which I don't use very often. Kind of a cheating mechanism, but I like to use it once in a while, especially on things like this. Now I'm not going to use the curve trowel and go like this, because clearly when you're using a curve trowel, you're going to be bringing out that middle. So I try and go a little bit closer to the bead. So I'm filling out just this void. And when they do go and put in the trim, it's not going to affect it, and it's going to stay nice and flush. And it does help getting rid of that. Same with over here. There's a few spots in this house that all have that. Same thing. I'll run my curved trowel, let's say halfway. Just enough to fill out this. And it's still going to be flat, because you're also looking at shrinking. Now, when there's a joint that runs real close to the corner, I always flat tape it first, then put the corner tape on. So you're using the exact same mud for corner taping when you're hand taping. So I'll put on the flat first, then I'll put on the corner tape, and then I'll flush it and then clean it up, and I always give it a nice good one shot. Let's talk about fixing areas like peaks. Now, when it comes with peaks, you know, sometimes they're not always straight. It's not the boardman's fault. It's the way that they get framed. So, you know, right here I've just paper taped this for the time being, just so I can get it all tacked up. This is 50-50 mix. So I've used the curved trowel again, just to give myself a proper line. This, you know, it's going to dry, it's going to shrink a little bit because the water in the compound. But once this dries and tacks up, I can do another coat with the flat trowel, and I'll have a little bit more playing area with this.